Daniel's 1260 days and the year 2060. Daniel chapter 7 verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of a time. So time represents a year of 360. Times is 720. Dividing of time 180. This brings us to a total of 1260. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she has a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days, which is 1260 days. Revelation 12 and verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent. Time, times, and half a time again is 1260 days. This is literally 3.5 years. What is the 1260 days? It is not a literal period of 3.5 years. The Bible teaches us how to treat prophetic days. Each day represents a year in history. Job chapter 10 and verse 5. Are thy days as the days of man? Are thy years as man's days? Numbers chapter 14 and verse 34. After the number of the days in which ye search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, ye shall bear your iniquities, even 40 years. Therefore, the 1260 days must be interpreted as referring to years. 1260 years. Bible prophecy teaches a revival of the Holy Roman Empire, which is the beast of the sea of Revelation chapter 13, which has not yet manifested in our day. Revelation chapter 17 and verse 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goes into perdition or destruction. Revelation chapter 17 and verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou saw are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. 10 horns, 10 kings, 10 European nations, not like the 27 nations we have today. 1 hour, 1 month of 30 days, or 30 years. The beast, controlled by the papacy. Europe under the papacy will oppose Christ for 30 years. So the cycle of 1260 years is unfulfilled and still exists because the Pope still exists. Jesus Christ will defeat him. Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8. I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots. And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. A little horn came into existence in 800 AD. The papacy replaced 3 kings, the Vandals, the Lombards and the Huns. It had eyes, holy see, and a mouth made decrees. So from the year 800 AD, if you add 1260 years, you come to the year 2060. 800 AD is the start of the Holy Roman Empire. Charlemagne was crowned emperor by the Pope. In the year 2060, total destruction of Rome, the papacy, the Antichrist dynasty is avenged and defeated by Christ and the saints.